Hi everyone, welcome to Closing the Deal. I'm Kristina, this is Carissa, and today we're doing something a little different. So today we are actually going to be watching a video with you and kind of breaking down why she's doing what she's doing from kind of a marketing perspective, and just kind of giving kind of our reaction and what we're picking up from the video and sharing it with you guys to kind of give you guys some ideas on what we're doing. And as a bonus on it, since we've been doing an Instagram mini series, she's also, the part of what she's going to be talking about is direct messaging and how to use that. So definitely take notes on what she's saying as well, because it's really good information.
Yeah, and just to kind of bounce off that, I actually found this video as an ad. So this was sent to my Facebook as a sponsored ad. And I'll just keep it real. I know I'm a marketer, but I don't really fall for a lot of marketing, really, honestly.
I do.
So when it happens, I kind of am weird and I like to dissect why. And I just thought, saw that she did so many things, and I shared it with Kristina the same day, and we were like, dang, she did so many things right and well.
But it's good information. And to just kind of, like I said, we'll just kind of be dissecting what she's doing and kind of breaking it down for you guys.
Yep.
Let's get into it.
So in the time that I put the mail down and got coffee ready for this morning, my husband, who wanted to be really helpful, grabbed our mail and shredded it. You guys, I wanted to show you and be artistic and create great B-roll for this video, and now I got a pile of trash. Let's clear that up. But it actually does point into something really good, and that's really different.
Okay, so the first thing we want to know, and something that we've talked about here, is how she opened her video. So it wasn't just, hey guys, which we still do, but you know what? It's the style of video that she's doing. She was moving. She already had something she was doing to grab and pull in your interest. Somebody's walking to their mailbox. That's very kind of okay, you're starting to get drawn in by the imagery and the extra kind of side note. The second thing, it's her. It's her face, it's her personality that's coming into play, and okay, you're starting to get to know her. She's already being kind of quirky. The third thing is she's setting up a story behind what she's gonna be saying. So she's starting to make coffee. That sounds weird. You don't have to make coffee.
But keep an eye on it. Yeah, keep an eye on what she's kind of doing on the side to kind of keep you intrigued. And it's really cool. It's a cool tactic. Like you said, the style of video. Yeah. It just kind of keeps you involved in more than one way. Yeah. Which is cool.
There was a time that mail wasn't delivered except by horse on the Pony Express. And it would take days, weeks, or sometimes months to communicate. And y'all, that has changed, because most paper mail is considered junk, but mail that comes by way of direct message, very different. We're gonna chat about that right now. Let's make some coffee. It's the morning and I need to move it. Open can. Get fancy. Okay, coffee. I love this smell. It smells like productivity. So I grabbed my phone. Let's have a conversation about direct message, specifically using direct message to grow your business. Now, one of the things I hear often is people say, Jasmine, no one's really talking back to me. They're not really leaving comments, and they're really not even DMing me. So my advice always comes in the form of a question, and that is, when's the last time you actually started a conversation? So when it comes about business growth, the way you get somebody to know your business, to like your business, and to trust your business is by way of conversation. So I am going to show you exactly how it's done right now on Instagram. So I'm gonna screen record what's going on in my phone right now, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I would be doing. And this is exactly what I want you to be doing on your Instagram account. So first things first is the easiest conversations to start are with people who might already know you. And you might be like, Jasmine, who's that? Your followers. So what you're gonna do is you're going...
Okay, so another thing we wanted to highlight real fast is the fact that she's having a conversation giving examples, and then she's following up with how she's going to do it. So if you're teaching or educating something, be able to give examples for people to understand, like where you're coming from or where they're coming from, and then be able to explain it a little bit more so they have like a clearer idea of how to understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. It just helps people connect the dots instead of saying, go find your followers and do this and that. Like, she's actually going to go step by step on how she has a conversation as a direct message.
Yeah.
And how to make it look natural and not weird, which is easy to sound. That's why we wanted her to kind of explain it on this, is because she does such a good job.
And how many times have we told you, like, build engagement and community, and you've done that. You've put the, like, question onto your post, and it's crickets. Like, no one, and we do that. It's crickets. So this is a really neat way of using direct messages. So we'll keep going.
You're going to click on your profile, and you are going to click on your follower list. Now, I'm going to randomly pick somebody. I'm going to scroll. I'm going to go through my followers, and let's bring up Frankly Coaching. Now, if I was doing this for Social Curator, which is a monthly social media membership for small and medium-sized business owners, specifically focused on people building.
Boom. Do you see what she just did there? She literally just did a call to action for her business without being super salesy or spammy. Like, what? Brilliant marketing. Work it right into the middle where you're starting to explain things, but people have to hear it as part of your answer to that question.
It's all just tied in. It's casual, it's easy. Now we're seeing the website, and it's like, oh, Social Curator, so this is what she does. Okay.
Credibility, like, I'm like slow clapping over here. Well done, Jasmine.
Building a brand. Let's see if she qualifies. Frankly Coaching, well-being. Her title is coach. Work-life balance, well-being at work, well-being retreat. Sign up to Coach and Go Mail. By the sounds of it, she sounds like she'd be a really great candidate for Social Curator. But now, once I've pre-qualified, what I want to do now is look at a few of her Instagram posts to see how I can get to know her on a personal level. So when I reach out to start the conversation, it's not like a cold call. So I'm just gonna look at her first Instagram post. Articulate your suffering in a way that emancipates you and empowers others. Now that was a pulled quote that she had pulled out. So I'm thinking, maybe she's doing this to empower others, and she's very inspirational considering she's a coach. The second post that I'm looking at right now is the ocean washes away yesterday every morning, and maybe we should too. And then she writes, I'm just gonna leave this here for anyone who needs a reminder. So clearly she is educating her audience, she's empowering others, she wants to become a coach because we know that she's trying to sell a retreat. She's trying to get people to hire her. So I think this is pretty good. I know enough about her feed, and there is a singular photo of her, I think, kissing a baby. And it says, I can eat you because I made you. My son hears this often from me. So what do I know right now is she has inspirational quotes, she's a mother, she has a son, and she's trying to book out retreats and coaching. That gives me enough information to send her a personal message and let her know that I like what she's doing. So what am I doing now? I'm gonna click on the message button on the center of her profile. It says message. Now we have not sent DMs to each other back and forth, but before I start the DM, let's get a little bit of our coffee going and then return back to this DM. So hang on.
Okay, so another side note, this coffee is important because it's telling a story behind the scenes, but what it's also doing is she like kind of did like it's almost like a commercial break. She's putting in a filler. You're still having to sit here and continue to watch through all of this to get to what else is going to happen, or well, what is she going to do next to engage with this person. You're also sitting here on YouTube spending more time watching her video. The longer you watch, the more she gets pushed through the algorithm.
Yeah.
So
another slow clap? I don't know.
Smart marketing. And again, this isn't necessarily, this video itself is not necessarily one that you can like recreate for real estate, right? Like you're not going to share social branding per se. If you're trying to grow a marketing business, or if you're growing a marketing business, yes, you're trying to grow your real estate business, but you can think of ways to add this in or add a story into what you're doing in your videos too.
Yeah, because the way she was also looking at that person that she's going to use for her direct messaging, she went kind of behind the scenes to get to know them, and this can kind of be your behind the scenes to get to know you right there in the video. So just something to think about. about.
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll past the coffee though.
I'm gonna send a DM. Now, it's not a sales DM. That's one thing I wanna make very clear. I don't ever wanna send like a cold DM to be like, hey, buy Social Curator. It never works that way, and if you're doing that to sell your business, there's a good chance people aren't gonna respond, and worse, they're gonna think negatively of your approach. So what I wanna do is I wanna send a personal message based on the things that I've seen. So I know she's a coach. I know she likes to post inspirational items, posts, and I also know she's a mom. So why don't I just regurgitate everything I know about her based on what she's put out on her account? And here's another thing that I have to mention. I'm not a complete stranger. She followed me at some point in time. So I am going to say, now here's where it gets a little bit tricky. I think her name might be Pooja, but I'm not sure. Because if you look at her Instagram account, it doesn't have her name. So as a hint or a tip, if you want to personalize people connecting with you, it would be good to leave your name. I think her name is Pooja, but because I'm not sure, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna put, hey doll, or put hi doll. Just wanted to send a quick message and let you know I love what you are putting out into the world as a coach. Keep inspiring others. Oh, and your son is so adorable. Happy Friday. Okay, the message is really basic. Now, the only thing I would give advice for myself is to work a little bit harder to find her name. I can go to her website, I could do a little research, but because we want to make this video as quickly as possible, that's one thing that I would do if I had a little bit more time. So that's one DM down. And now that you know my approach, let's...
Okay, so the rest of the video pretty much goes on to her doing one other person to show, and actually she got a response from both people she sent a message to within this video. And it's brilliant because it just broke down the barriers of not knowing this person. And then when you've created that connection, it's so much easier to...
It's just a conversation now.
Yeah, leave a comment on another thing, or like, oh man, like they know who I am. Like I can call them for like a home analysis report. Like I have more of that connection. So you can be using this in your real estate business and like communicating with the people that are already following you.
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to, obviously, I mean, this isn't a secret. It's just building relationships with people through social media, because it can be kind of a cold place, and you know, you have these followers, but who are they even? Are they even real people? Things like that, and just taking the time, like she's gonna do is what she say in this, you know, reach out to this many people. I challenge you to reach out to this many people, and challenging yourself. We'll get to that, but to challenge yourself to just start making relationships with these people that she obviously didn't personally know that girl, but to collect a few details and, like you said, just break down the barrier, and suddenly you can have this nice conversation, and when they're ready for your services, it's approachable.
Yeah. And then she ends it like with Kristina says, we don't want this to be like a super long video for you guys, but she leaves it with the challenge, and then her last thing is, send me a DM once you're done. Oh my gosh, like, yes, who doesn't want the validation of like someone being like, good job? Yep. And she's getting people to create a community for her with her not having to reach out to that many people. Like, it's just,
brilliant.
Yeah, smart marketing.
It really is.
We just wanted to share it with you guys, give you some ideas. That's how you can use your direct messages for your Instagram, social media campaign, for your real estate business. Also, get more ideas on how to make videos, how to think through videos, and you can still do this with an iPhone. It might not look the exact same way, this is obviously a production, but you can still think outside the box to kind of have creative videos for your real estate marketing.
Absolutely. And we kind of, I mean, like, that's what the whole video has been about, is direct messaging. Yeah. But this is a really cool way that we had not heard of before of how to use it. So it's just another tool that you should keep in your back pocket, because what a cool way to make relationships with people and make yourself more approachable.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Next Monday.